Hey guys, how you doing? Let's do this thing. We're going to go over a game between the candidates tournament. It's the last game from Wesley So's tournament. I mean the candidates tournament for him. Then we're going to start Fabiano. So, we'll start from game one and do all of those. So we're going to kind of do a marathon of each one of the. That's weird. Sorry guys, hold on. For some reason that didn't want to flip. There we go. Okay. Levon's white and Wesley is black. Levon goes c4. This is usually when they do c4, they usually have their intent is to go for a KO. So Wesley goes c5, kind of to parry that, so that if the knight comes to f3, which it does, c6 comes, and so now Wesley's starting to develop on the queen side. So potentially he might play knight f6 and here, and then something like that. So knight c3, g6. It's the English opening. Knight comes. It's equal. d4, c takes d4, e takes d4, d5. So it's kind of like the symmetrical, it's the English opening symmetrical position, which is kind of like really interesting because the knights are very similar, but if you notice, it's kind of odd how the structure is. So it's not really similar, but or symmetrical. Sorry, but it potentially is. Knight takes, queen b3, takes. And so, I think it's forced that he has to play that. And then, one second. It's just me getting my soda open. Bishop. Then e2, knight e5. Queen moves back. Bishop g3. So it's really, this is kind of an interesting move. He can go back and forth, back and forth. a3, bishop f, b2, bishop g, bishop a, f. And it's kind of, it went towards a draw. So let's check something out. What would have happened if Levon would have taken? Let's see. King takes. Castles. Rook comes. King up. And then rook comes over. And then potentially you could bring your other rook in. And then if he pushes, you could just take. Bishop takes, and then b5. Knight here. Pawn takes, and knight takes. Bishop attacks, and then I believe the queen can move here, yeah. And now Wesley's actually in charge. Then you take, rook takes, takes, here, takes, and it's a slight advantage for Wesley. But it would end up being a draw anyway, so we'll go into our tactics. Hold on one second. There we go. We'll go into our tactics now. Our puzzles. Let's see if we could build up our puzzle rating. It's kind of a very short game. It went to just 17 moves. So So tomorrow we're going to be starting Fabi's games. And then potentially we'll probably go to Shack. And then we'll do, or we might do, potentially, I think we might do Fabiano, and then we might do Kramnik, Shack, Ding, Levon, and maybe Karyak, and maybe somewhere before Levon or something we'll do Karyak, but we'll do we'll kind of do something like that in there. But we'll do Fabi for 14 days, and then we'll pick up another person. We'll have to decide what we want to do then. Okie dokie. Let's see here. So queen here. That's very sensitive. So is that. That's also on pre as well. So if we could somehow get maybe a queen here, we have a check. So potentially we have a knight g5 to task the rook, so bishop takes, rook takes, so knight g5, bishop takes, rook takes. If bishop takes, then we can actually play queen to f3, and we kind of we're attacking this rook here, and potentially we're also pinning the queen, so we could play that. So it's interesting. So that's an idea. It's based around this rook here, because when the queen moved, it left the protection of that rook. So we potentially have bishop f4, queen takes f4, knight e5, so bishop f4, pawn e5, knight takes e5. If bishop takes e5, bishop takes e5, rook takes check, queen takes, and potentially very interesting position for sure. So that's a potential idea. We also potentially have knight e5, bishop takes e5, rook takes. And if takes here, we move. And if king takes, okay, so that wouldn't well, we do have a check here, don't we? then the... Nope, we do have a check at that point. So here, 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 there, takes queen f3, forking the rook and the king. If you guys have any ideas, that'd be very helpful. Let's see here, if we move our king to h1, if we go there, so king h, can't play there because you'll have a check there, so king f1, check, and he wins the rook. So that's it, forced. And then now we have a check here, winning this that rook. We check here, bishop there, we push the pawn. Well, no, if we do that, then he's got a check there, so, Well, if we go here, here, there. Or potentially we have queen to h8 was interesting too. Let's see. Is that too concrete of an idea, though? Because does that allow queen to c5? Well, actually, if he does that, we take. I guess we could play after that queen there. That'd be interesting. So I'm trying to see, is there anything that we're missing here? There is a check. This does do one thing though. That threatens, we could play there though, couldn't he? Well, then we have check, oops. We play here, he plays there. And then we have check here. And he'll have to move like over here, and then we win. I'm not sure if that's a good move. It's forcing, but this right here threatens to win a piece. See, it cuts here and here. So if the queen goes here, it'll cut here and here. So the only spot the king really could go to if it was to move is there. So the bishop would have to intercept there. And then at that point we bring our rook over and we win the bishop because the king has to move here and then we take. Yeah, I think I like that idea. Don't tell me. You're kidding me. Wow. Ay, ay, ay. Why doesn't the other one work though? I gotta check this out. There has to be a reason why this doesn't work. Okay, so on the most forcing line then. There you go. Okay, you win a piece. Alright. Excuse me. I should have seen that the bishop could have moved there, but that was my fault. So we need to, I'll have to work on seeing further. So this rook moved here. So what did it do? Potentially left that. Clogged up an exit point of the queen. So potentially, do we have any Trying to see if there's any way we can trap this queen. Oh, wait a second. We can play right here and threaten mate. That's a killer move right there. Wow. Because then you could play queen here, our queen there. And this cuts off the king from escaping, so we would have actually checkmate with here. If he plays like something like there, we'd say there. Check. We'll say check, check, check. And then this rook comes up, check. Yeah, this is the move. It tells, it just, you know what, sometimes you can actually see a move, you just see it because you would see the drawback to it. Okay, and we noticed that when the rook moved, it did one thing. It trapped the queen, and also the pawn was kind of pinned to the queen, and so it had to sacrifice. Otherwise, it would have been mate. I'll show you. I'll show you back here what we're talking about, because you guys need to see how it would have been mate. Let's just say that the queen moved here. Boom, there's mate. Okay, I just wanted to show you guys that mate. Excuse me. Sorry. Potentially knight c4 is an idea, because that hammers here and hammers there. See, when this bishop left the post and took this bishop here, what did it leave behind? This diagonal. What did it also leave behind? This square for the knight to jump into. If the knight goes here, I win the queen, and if the queen comes here, I checkmate. So the queen's going to have to move to c1, and let's see, after that, what do we play? That is kind of a well, I guess we could take, no, we'd have to play, we'd play here, and the king would move. Am I missing something here? Because here, potentially there's queen takes here, takes knight. If he comes there, takes, he retreats back, and he's saved his bishop, so I don't think that's the idea. So here, there, takes, it takes. We do have a check. So if he moves here, I know it has something to do with this spot here because that's mate, these 2 points. Okay, check. Okay, dokie. I was trying to figure out because there's so my only concern is if I take here, is he going to play there? So do we take then? We must have to take at that point then. Or something. What are we missing here? We could take, we do have this potential here. Let's see if we take there. Rook takes. Okay, here, 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 takes. Nothing. So if we play here, here, there, let's say plays rook takes. So here, that's right, here, so here. But what if he takes with his rook though? What do we do to lay-in? So that's kind of the pain. Huh. Wow. Snap, you're right. So this does work then. There. If queen takes, then we come here. And if bishop checks, we move. Interesting. Yeah. That actually does make sense here. If we play here, we play there. If he checks, we just move. And so what? Remember, it's not, guys, remember, not about material. It's about KOing the king, or checkmating the king. Yeah, I believe that that is correct. Oh, don't tell me. We had the right idea though. So we were on the right track. So I'm not upset about that. We had the right idea. That was we just moved knight. We needed to move the knight first. That was basically removing of the guard. Basically, we'll go back. We'll just go back and do that one because it's good to go through. Because you play here, he moves, you take, and there. And so if let's say that rather than that, he takes here. And then if the pawn, if there, then it's mate 2. Okay, see that? We're actually, that's, the queen can't move. So we were a little too hasty with our take. So, not to worry, not to worry. We'll come back. Yeah, it's too bad that, but the only sitch is there, so you can't do that. That's a pain in the drain. Okay, what's the drawback to that? We lose this. There's that square lost. Potentially, this queen can't come out. I mean, bishop can't come out. If you guys see any moves like that you're interested in, put in, and we'll check it out. Because this is all about learning and getting better. Well, try out all the moves. Let's see here. Potentially we have that. So when this moved, it lost protection of this square here. This one here. So there is a potential idea for something like that. Ooh, wow, it does work. Snap. Yeah, it does work. This does work, because here, 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 takes, queen takes, knight takes, forking the king and the rook. Now we take with our knight. Oh, you're kidding me. We take with... What did I... Oh, snap. That was straightforward there. Ah. Yeah, and then the knight can't come out at that point. Drat. I got two on that pawn there. But hey, you know what? We did good. That wasn't bad. We did good there. I just need to make sure each move is calculated all the way through again. So we are seeing the ideas. It's just we got to see them all the way to the end. I thought about the queen move, but I really thought that was like a ridiculous move. I didn't think that that would happen. I was like, that's crazy, you know. I guess he's gonna lose a. That was like a crazy move. This is actually the line that I saw. I'll show you. Not that line. This right here. And then after we take here, well, wait a second. Oh, you take there at that point. Huh. Oops. Come on, quit lagging on me. But again, the knight can't come out. I have to remember that the knight can't come out. So yeah, drat. I even would have got it wrong there. Snap, snap, crackle, and pop. Let's see if when the knight moved from here to here. That's actually a really strong move now because it's a cross pin. It's actually a pin at that point. Hold on. Sorry about that. So what would have to happen? Well, maybe he could play there. Maybe we first have to eliminate the knight. That might be the idea. Eliminating the knight. Let's see. Rook takes knight. If pawn takes rook, queen takes rook. If rook slides over there, bishop takes bishop. If pawn pushes, we actually come back potentially here. Check. What do you guys think? Do you think that it's... I'm thinking it's either that, because if we take here and then he plays and he takes there, we can actually take with check. So, and then after the king moves up, we just bring our rook back down. Our better, we actually take, my bad, okay. Here, 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 there, and then we take that pawn and we're good to go. So I doubt after takes here he's just gonna do that, because he'd lose his c6 pawn to our rook, and he wouldn't want to do that after that. And after here, there, he'd lose a rook and that pawn, so he wouldn't do that. So more likely, if we played here, he probably would take with the... well, he could take with a queen, then takes there. Yeah, Nikes, that's... and then if... well, what we could do is here, and then we take there. That is interesting. Huh. But we have to be... we're kind of concerned about this knight and queen attacking that pawn. So we have to do something with this knight here. This knight's a pain in the drain. So we kind of... in some cases, you have to sometimes just give your rook up for that, and then go for the knockout. So I'm wondering, what do you guys think? Do you guys think it's rook takes knight on d6? Because at that point, he has that take. After we take the knight, which we're here now, he's got that take, that take. He does have a check here. He potentially could check there, I guess. And then we'd have to intercept with our knight, but that really wouldn't do much to hurt us. So I think, what do you guys think? What do you think? You could put in and we'll go over the line. Yeah, because if we try that right away, he takes here. We move, and I believe... let me see, what could he... we don't have this, our take anymore, because the queen takes. Trying to see, I believe that it's the rook takes, because we don't want to allow the queen to come there. There may not be a mate, but why give him an inch? And potentially he has that as well. Let's see. Say we play here right away. Now we got... let's just take a look at this. I'm just curious about that. We'd have to run, and then we don't accomplish anything more. Well, have to move. Let's see. What could he do? He probably would push this pawn at that point. Yeah, what do you think? I think that looks most like correct. That looks most to the correct line. What do you think, Fox? That makes sense, but I'll take a look if you have a line you're wanting to look at, because it's always good to, Maurice Ashley said to go for all the lines that you can, look at, and then it helps with your visualization skills. And think about this: he got to be a grandmaster, so there has to be something to that. Let's see here. Is there anything that we could be missing? Well, I'm waiting for if Fox, do you have a line you're putting in, or do you want to go with the takes? Because I'm pretty sure this takes is right. Let's see here. What potentially could arise? Let's see if we'll just, while we're waiting for the line to be put in, well, let's just take a look. That loses? How does that lose? Do you have a line? Is it because of that? Let's see here, there. How does E1 hang? Oh, gotcha. Yeah. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Yep. So basically, if we... Let's see. We'd have to take right away then. I have to agree with you. I think you're right on that, yeah. There we take with the queen, right? Queen takes check. Queen takes bishop check. queen takes, bishop takes. Why doesn't, I don't, that's odd. Why doesn't that work? Oh. Oh, wow. Yikes. Ouch. Drat, if we take there, that's not fun. This takes here. If we check here, he comes over. And we still have a fork again. Ah, man. This is really painful. I think it has to be that. Let's see here. Yeah, I believe you're right. I believe it. Well, let me see. He has that there. Snap. This is a pretty complicated. He's got two forks. Wow. Well, here. Here. There. Oh, I guess we can just retreat out, and once he takes one of our rooks, we take. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah, I think you're right on that. I see after this point, if we play knight takes rook, rook takes rook. Let's see, we'd have to take here. If he takes there, we take. King takes, and then we have to move our king to f8 at that point. And if he tries that, we just move our rook to d8. We attack. So here, 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 here. Oh, we can actually just check at that point, can't we? We just check. That's even simpler. Yeah. Because if he plays here, we take, he takes, and then check, and then check, and we're up. and then we attack the knight. And if he plays here, we play there, and I think he's basically close to being trapped. Yeah, he is trapped now. And we got him. Okay. So let's do this thing. Let's kick this in and get the points back. Good find, guys. We can't take here because of that. So we know that for sure. Actually, if we take here and he plays there, we do have that. And if he checks, then we move. Then his knight takes the rook. See, if we take the rook, then let's say he slides the rook over here. Say he plays there, we can actually push, attacking the queen, and if the queen moves there, we push. What do you guys think? Okay, I'll be right back. You guys put in what you think, okay? Okay. Okay, let's see if we take here. Hmm. What do you guys think? You guys, I'm kind of stumped here. So here, let's see here. I could just retreat back there. Here, there. I believe he has perpetual after that. Snappy, crackle and pop, man. Drats. Drat. '95 is an interesting idea. Knight takes knight. Rook takes knight. Rook comes over. Pawn takes bishop. If we played here, he's got there. You have any ideas, Fox? see here. Oh, what's that from? Okay, the bishop's almost trapped. So I'm probably saying pawn h4. If he takes there, we take here. And we got it. We don't see anything better than that. If we try something like that, we just take there, or we could just take with the pawn at that point. If we try it, so if we play here, they try something like that. We take here, and if he takes there, we take there. If he takes here, so I believe that's right. There we go. Alright, this has only been played 375 times, so it's a newer one. Alright. So rook takes rook. Rook takes knight. Rook takes knight check. And if the king moves over here, we take back there. What you think about rook takes c4, rook takes c4, knight a3 check, king goes to king goes to c1, knight takes c1, threatening checkmate. So you'd have to like come up here to guard. At that point, I think we could takes. We'd be up a whole rook at that point. Okay. Let's see here. There's, yeah. There's back. I don't know if that's right because we lose something. Let's see then. Check. Oh, we lose the rook at that point. Yeah, because here, there, there, there. Let's see if we take here. You think d4? Rook d4. So what's the idea behind rook d4? Do you have like kind of a line? Oh, you're fine. Well, what were you thinking? Yeah. I'm thinking oh, we can't play there, Drat. I was hoping that we could take that, but that's our pawn. That's funny. If we could put a bishop here, we win. So we can't do that. Or if we take here, he checks here, he comes up. If he takes here, we play check there, he moves, and we checkmate. Why does it think about this move here? Why is that not doable? If knight takes, then you have a check there, king moves, and you snap off that rook. So here, king moves, and then you snap off the rook. What do you guys think about taking on c2? Rook takes c2. Because it potentially, if he gets greedy and checks, then I come up here, and he comes over and grabs that. We actually have mate 2 at that point. So what do you guys think about rook takes c2? And then if king takes c2, okay, rook d8. Okay, after that, then king comes up. So what else are we gonna play? So after here, rook d8. Okay, the king goes to e7. So what's your take on that? King e7. And then let's see, what potentially could he do here? He can't play here with his queen. So there. What happens if king takes? See, more likely it's a king takes idea. Queen g5. Okay. Okay, let's see. There. 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 Okay, here. He moves to f7. Rook takes h. Yeah, I think he does. I'm kind of thinking that that might be the combo, but let me see. Let's see here. There. Here. Oops, sorry. Here, here. Check. Not sure if we have perpetual or not. He might even have mate. Let's see here. Here, here. there, here, takes, back. No, actually, he can't. Oh, he could check. He could come back there and check. Well, if he does that, we checkmate him. Yeah, I think, see here, here, there, there. Yeah, I think we're good. I think we actually win here. Wow. And then if he comes back there, we just push the pawn up there to block that check. And there's really no more threat. Yeah. Oh, you're kidding me. Don't. Okay. Snap, that was not. Let's check one thing out though. I have to go back. I want to check this out. And then I'll check your guys' lines out too, so. Yeah. Exactly, and that's like, huh. Yeah, we'd have to retreat back there, and then he takes. Right, too. Yeah. Still draws. Yeah. Exactly. Drat. Okay, we gotta be careful. This is the Greek gift thing here. take there, here. We move back. Queen comes in. Could move our king up. I have check. Trying to see. I think if we take here, he comes there, we come up. He's gonna have to come there. I believe it's just a standard check. So here. So here, 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 there, there. So, and then you're saying H5. Oh, gotcha. Well, if we go G1. That does make sense, and I kind of like that idea. Yeah, I like that idea. Excellent job, guys. Excellent job. We'll do one more. One more. Do do do. Yeah. That was a great find on the check, though. Well, if you can guard the h7 square or h2 square with like a bishop or a queen or a knight, the Greek gift doesn't work. Greek sacrifice or whatever they call it. Hey, how you doing? Let's see, what do we got? What do we got here? What do we have here? That's puzzling here. See here. I was looking at that too, Super, but I'm not sure. Then we can check. We're close to it. We're getting there. We fluctuate around 24, so we're getting close there. See, I'm trying to see if that if he takes here, there. Yeah, because I see you're saying bishop takes c4, rook g4. you potentially could go back, queen d4 check, rook comes down, and then we could play rook g8 to guard. Well, rook g3 threatens mate with the queen and rook battery. I think we can actually take, and let me see if we play here, there. I really don't see any problem. Do you guys see any real? I don't really see anything that's bad with this here. And if he tries there, we just snap the queen off. What? No. No takes? No. There is something wrong with it? Oh. Okay, now that we play there, we have two ideas here. We have, yeah, I think it looks good too. Okay, rook g8, or we could play the in-between move, I'm thinking potentially maybe queen d4, because that gets out of this fork here. And it also puts it on a pawn that that's protected, and so if the knight does go here, you after, let's see here, and we'll say that he plops his knight there, we just take, and then if knight takes back, we got him, and then if we play here, he plays there, queen takes queen, and if check, we just move and then he takes. So yeah, I think that's right. And I believe now we play our rook to g8. Is there any other defense that I see that I'm missing here? Because then he doesn't have this nice trick there. Yeah. There we go. Yeah. And then if he tries something like that, we just, you could actually take with the queen. Because you wouldn't want to move your bishop, it's stopping the pawn advance. And something like that happens, you just move over, or, sorry, you move down here, sorry. And then if he comes in here, ouch. And if he tries pushing, oh, sweet, you just play there. Okay, that stops. Ah, gotcha. Thank you. You know what? We're doing this together. Remember, it's a it's a team effort. We're a team. That's the whole thing. That's what chess is about. Like when they play on teams on Chess 24, it's the team that matters. And I always remember when my dad told me there's no I in team. So there's no I in team. We'll do one more here and then, because oh boy, they're throwing us some really nice rebound points, so that'll be good. Wow, he's just queen, so we gotta move fast to knock this this guy out quick. Queen F1, very interesting for sure. So that's covered, that's covered, that's covered, that's covered. So he has that square to go to, that square to go to, and that square. Actually, he doesn't have that square. So when we play here, he's got this and that to go to. So the king has these squares to go to once we move there. Interesting. So I'm going for C. If we go E2, we actually take right there and we fork the king. So here, if he plays there, Yeah. You never know, you might get blessed on that occasion that your opponent might do that, and then you drop the surprise of the life on your opponent. It's like, oh, what did I just do? And then you deliver a mate in like 4 or 5. I think there's, if he does that, and he does that, I believe there's like a mate in like 5 or something like that. It's like a pattern. I'd have to work through it. But I like that though. I do like there. If it comes here, we could actually check there. And if he try, and he can't, if he plays here, actually he can't play there. So if here, so after here, here, come on, here, here, here. If he goes back, boy, this is a ticklish position, isn't it? Tickly, tickly. We have to get him somehow on a square that we can. Wow, you're right, because then we can drop the surprise of a surprise on him with there, huh? And if he tries there, then we just take. Yeah, ouch. I don't. Yeah, he doesn't do. I was just looking at what he would do. Let's see. At this point, he can go here. Well, then we could go there, couldn't we? Huh. If he goes there, if we take here, then if he goes back, we play there. Huh. You got a line? Let's see. Let's see. Queen takes. So queen takes. Come on. Queen takes e3, check. King c4, b3, king c5. There's only one problem with taking. I believe he can actually play a check here and win our knight. Yeah, if we take there, he's got a fork. I see what you're saying. I believe you're right. I think we have to play there, if I'm not mistaken, to hold everything. I think you're right on that, because this forks like there. Let's see here. Boom. 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 Or e3, sorry. Let me redo that. He's got that though, which attacks our king and would win the. Oh, you're right. The bishop's not there. Snap. You're right. Huh. Okay, we play here. Interesting. Wow, that's. Do you see that, Fox? That your line wins. Look, here. Do we take with the queen here? Your line was right. Okay. Well, with that, guys, we'll wrap it up. We got back to 2400, and so we'll pick up here tomorrow. Oh, we need to check. Oh, hey, do you guys want to go over any lines while we're here? Do you have any lines you want to go over? Like, Art, do you want to go over your line? Which line would you like to check? Anybody want to go over their lines? Okay. Okay, you're good? Okay. Alright. Are you sure everybody's good before I log? Yeah. It's okay. Are you good, Fox? Are you good? Everybody's good. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay? Everybody good? Okay. Alrighty. Okay. Just one sec though. I'll just make sure. Oh, you want to check that line out? Okay. Let me see. Rook D1, D2, Bishop C. Oh, you do? You want to see if A? Okay, gotcha. Okay, Queen D1, Rook D2, Bishop C. and we'll turn off the engine because okay, king e3, queen g1, rook f. Well, what would be the next move for black? Yeah. And what's your next move after this? Knight takes? Are you thinking that now you're thinking about knight takes the queen? Oh, gotcha. Knight takes and then there. Okay, now let's take a look to see. Yeah, I think at this point it would be a draw, because even if something happened like this, something like that, and he tried to get this pawn going, we have four versus we have enough pawns to merit actually. Let's say something like this. He gets going, and we'll say we put our bishop here. Let's say he plays something like that. We play here. We'll say he checks. We come up. We'll say he starts going down the board. And okay, let's say here, 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 here. Something like this. I think black wins, like what you're. It's a draw. See, 0. There's no real way for him really. For him really to win. So. Well, I gotta tell you, you would have to have a a computer engine that to actually be able to draw this. I totally agree that a human, yeah, would best play. I doubt they'd be a player to be able to hold. Well, because usually what they would do is somehow play something silly like that, and then you just get going. Then they come back. And then you come up here, and then let's say they try to go after that pawn. You check, he comes over. You push, he checks. Wow, he wins. Dang. That's win. So yeah, so to draw, you have to stay in contact with all three of these. Okay. Did I answer your question? That's questions or lines or everything. Are you all good? Yeah, are you guys all good before I log? Hey, not a problem, man. you know what? Remember, keep pushing forward, keep studying. We will get to 2,500. It's these bumps in the roads that we have, but guess what? We will do it, okay? So just bear with me, and we'll work together as a team and get it done. Remember, always plan the position. Just gotta find it. Remember, keep on. Learn from your mistakes so that you won't repeat them, and you'll get better. And remember, there's always a plan to position. You just got to find it. And sometimes the best thing to do is actually to stop, breathe, and refocus. Sometimes you have to, think on the Lord and say, "I can do this." And remember, guys, as Wesley So says, through the Lord Jesus, and as I say, God bless, guys, and I'll see you next time on Chess Cruncher TV. Have a great have a great morning, evening, or night, and I will be back tomorrow. And be blessed and keep studying chess, guys. Okay, I'll see you guys then. Bye bye.